All right, guys, so I'm getting home. I've called the court and I've asked for clarification. Like, what exactly is a default divorce? What is that? And basically, like in my video coming, I said, so this judge did not give me an answer about my objection to Kevin until they told me today on the phone. He did it yesterday. But yesterday, Kevin went and filed a default divorce with my husband, Kevin Leandro. So how would he have known if it had to be mailed to him that was approved? That's a good question, and I think this court is crooked. I already think it's crooked, and I just get the feeling, So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. God can overrule it all. He can overrule every single crooked thing someone tries to do to you. And that is where your trust is. So basically, she gave it to me straight and said, basically what they're doing is they are filing a default divorce, even though they're lying. I have filed my affidavit and they're lying. They have it. He's trying to say I haven't filed it. And I filed it so well that he could add up the numbers to 121,900,000 I'm asking for. So he obviously could understand my chicken scratch a little bit, right? So because he's lying to get this, what they are asking for is that I have no voice. I have no voice at all in what I think about my marriage, what I'm asking for, what I want, anything, no voice. But you know what? It doesn't matter. And this is so funny because funny, not like haha, but funny, coincidental to me, because I'm also dealing with this abortion stuff, right? I'm online and I'm talking to women. I was talking to a woman today about the abortion. And it's funny because when I had the abortion, I didn't really have a voice. I just didn't. I was run over by the adults. And I was a girl, right? I was a minor. So here's a forced abortion as a kid, and now it looks like I'm having a forced divorce. So I already did everything to work it out with him, and now he's still trying to force a divorce on me. But it's okay because this time it's different. This time I have stood up for what's right. I have been able to voice myself. In the paperwork, I'm sending out another motion, so I will be writing extra stuff, and I will have a voice, even though my voice is wanting to be taken away. And even if I was in a position where I couldn't say a word, God has still got me, and I can pray to him. So I ask God for a voice, and I ask God to fight for me. And once I asked God to fight for me really hard, and he did. He answered every single prayer I had. And that was just one situation. I mean, he answers my prayers all the time. I don't know why, but I really feel like I am favored by God. And he answers my prayers like probably 99% of the time. So I got nothing to lose. I'm not afraid of anything. Two guys coming up against a woman because my husband doesn't know how to handle things on his own. So I have them, and then I've had the whole family on my back, along with my family on my back. So this is real nice, right? Hundreds of people against one person. For what? For loving a man, for loving him and being good to him. And this is what I get. So it's okay though, because a lot of times in life, God says those who are last are going to be first. Those who do right in life are going to be persecuted. So my husband just wants the world. He told me, basically in so many words that he didn't want me to move forward. I tried to say goodbye to him. He didn't want it. He wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. So now with the influence of these people around him, he has allowed them to make his decisions for him. So yeah, it's just the way it's going to be. It's going to probably, unless the judge just does a default and says, this is what you're getting. I don't really care about the money. I really don't. It's principle. And the reason why I put millions and millions of dollars down was to show him that he could never pay me back for everything I did for him. The maintenance alone, say $70,000 a year for one kid. I didn't even add in 4 more. I didn't even add that. So for 23 years at 70,000, one kid staying home, and then add homeschooling, another 70,000. You're just talking millions. It adds up so quick. So if I was to work instead of stay home and have his kids, instead of stay home and homeschool, I would have had millions of dollars by now. Millions. So the council, the everything, his parents getting in my business, that is now on the record at least. So yeah, he cannot pay me back. That's the point of me asking for so much money. When you have a good wife, she is far above rubies. You cannot pay her back for everything she's done. And that pressure was there for repentance. And he doesn't want it. He's not thinking about how much he had, how he should have appreciated what he had. So the money doesn't bother me. If the judge says you're getting 0, I'll be like, okay, no sweat off my back. I'm getting 0. So I really have nothing to lose in this, nothing at all. God's going to turn around and bless me all the way. But meantime, I do have to take care of my responsibilities, and I am holding him accountable because he doesn't want to hold himself accountable. So I am going to be calling divorce lawyers for domestic abuse, and that is not just out of revenge, but that's thinking of my son too. And thinking of me and holding him accountable and thinking of him in that way. Like I said, I was ready to drop it. He doesn't want to work things out, and he wants to blame it on me. And that's where I have to defend myself and say, look, you're going to have on your record domestic abuse because you tried to turn this around and twist it on me and say I'm the one who kicked you out and it was cruel. Well, there was a reason why I kicked him out. Because he pushed me, he was verbally abusive to me. And so it's for the truth. I mean, the truth is he did this, right? So that's what I'm dealing with. He will not, what's the word? He won't take any personal responsibility. And, you know, if he just didn't want to take it, and it's like, okay, fine, you know, if you don't want to think that you did anything wrong, no problem. But he took it public. He publicly took this, to the courts, publicly wanting a divorce with my reputation at stake. And that's where you have to defend yourself and say, no, you know, that's actually not true. So that's what I got to do for today. And I can live with myself. I can, because I did everything I could to work it out with him. And that's the gospel. You know, you're forgiven. I forgive you. Let's work it out. Let's not kill each other. Let's not destroy each other. Let's love each other. I did everything. So I can live with this divorce. It's no sweat off my back any single way it goes.